This is your home for Arizona basketball. Wildcats Radio 1290.
Cross court over Del Oso. Bradley feed it back. Aristode high left. High post now. Krivas, a deep three, and it rolls in for Mo Krivas. His second made three of the season. Well, they gave him space. He said, okay, I'll make you pay.
These big men just shooting three-pointers now. Motias, Krivas, Toby Awaka. I mean, somehow I think this is part of Tommy Lloyd's plan, was to get his big guys coached up enough that they could make a three on occasion when needed. Nice bounce back by Motias Krivas, 17 points, 12 rebounds. Arizona goes on the road for the third straight Saturday in the Big 12. And for the third straight Saturday, they will leave a Big 12 town winners after knocking off the UCF Knights by 7 in front of a raucous sellout crowd at the Addition Financial Arena. 520-848-1290, 520-848-1290 is the number to get on the program. I am David Kelly. We have got the captain, Kelvin Ifan. Let's get his camera situated there. There he is. Hello, Kelvin. We have got J.W. Madden over there as well. And we want to hear from you, your thoughts on another Arizona Wildcats win. As we always do, we will start with top takeaways on this win, and we will start with Kelvin Ifan.
Man, a battle, man. That's what you expected. I expected these guys to come in and give Arizona a fight. They're at their house. A team that already won 12 games this year, but again, Arizona just came and played tough, man. I mean, you don't know where it's coming from. You know consistently that one of those guys are going to step up, but I mean, just hitting the boys, man. Awaka, I mean, I told you before, I said a bully, man. He's out there pushing guys around. I mean, he's the toughness, man, that's on his team right there with Jaden Bradley. I just thought that they just played a great game. It's not that 100-point game, but it's not always about that. It's about getting the job done, and I guarantee you Coach Lloyd will take it every time.
84-77, the final. J.W. Madden, your thoughts?
Yeah, same. We all knew it was going to be a fight. We know what Coach Dawkins brings and his style of philosophy of basketball. And to me, Kelvin, the closer you get to a 20-0, 25-0, I mean, Arizona across the jerseys, a name coming in. Number one ranking's a thing. But when you start to become like undefeated so deep into the season, that becomes a monumental greatest program win in history. This team's never beat it. You're going to get everybody's best shot. And when it comes to the Big 12, you're going to get the most bruises you might have ever seen because teams are going to try to be physical with you. Arizona's skill, length, all the freshmen can bring it. There's balance across the board. So the only way you really can try to beat this team is by trying to out-physical them, and believe it or not. And so we're going to see that night in, night out. UCF, man, in that second half especially, gave it a real good run, really impressed with their fight. And once again, Arizona, they brought their lunch pails. They brought their hard hats, road trip, business trip, got it done. On to the next one.
My top takeaway, I thought Arizona missed an opportunity in the first half to maybe really, at least put this game into a more comfortable position when UCF went through that stretch where they missed 10 straight shots and the Wildcats couldn't really push that lead further into double digits. And then, of course, as you would expect, UCF found themselves and was able to whittle things down and get as close as 2 points in this game. But Jaden Bradley just continues to be the catalyst on this team. Second time in as many weak Saturdays, we've just seen him absolutely take over a game in the second half. 17 points in the second half last week, 21 points in the second half of this game, and just makes it look so easy when he's in the flow of the offense, when the ball is in his hands. I mean, the alley-oop to Koa Pete, it didn't even look like that was something that was even going to happen. It was just like he was just kind of dribbling off, and it looked like it was almost like he put his head up and saw it and just flipped the ball up to the rim for Koa Pete to dunk it right there. But so just the kind of plays he's able to make in this offense. We've talked all season and into last season how great he is on the drive, in drawing body. And the way he can control his body and the way he can draw contact. And he did that again today on the and one basket that was so huge to stem another run by UCF. And so, again, that's my one top takeaway. My second top takeaway is flopping should be a technical in college basketball because what Central Florida was doing was absolutely ridiculous. Devin Cambridge flopping on the one play with Koa Pete, and then the play late where the kid threw his head back. I mean, if you're going to review those, I'd like those also to be reviewed for being for some type of technical against the team that is just throwing themselves on the ground for no reason, because it's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, no, it was ridiculous, man. I seen a couple of them. I'm like, come on now, guys. Seem like y'all playing this. Like, y'all talked about it. And what it is that, our guys are some big guys, and they do get their elbows up, especially our big guys. So I think they're just trying to, get into their head or do anything that they can to, get the referees to make a call so they can get some type of edge.
Mm-hmm. By the way, flopping is a technical foul since 2023. So,
okay.
that is in the rule
then
book.
Let's call it.
It's Class B, meaning that the team gets one free throw. Right, it's not one of those aggravated techs. So it is in the rule book. It's just one of those things where they'll say, "Hey, we're going to really try to limit the amount of flopping. It's too prevalent in the game these days. We're going to put a rule in." And the refs for the first 3 weeks, Kelvin, you might see a few of those calls, and then over time, it just goes right back to the way that it was. So yeah, it's on the books. It's just not something refs are calling very often.
520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. Meridian Wealth Management, Arizona Game Day. This is the post-game show. We'll review our keys to the game, what we thought the Wildcats needed to do to win this game today. We'll hand out our Window Depot glass cleaner of the game for the guy that was best on the boards. We'll give you your scoreboard. We'll see who beat the book in this game. It was another tight one, as Vegas likes them tight, and we had another one tight on the board here this afternoon. But at the end of the day, the win goes to Arizona, and they're coming back for an actual homestand. Yay. 2 games in a row at home coming up Wednesday and Saturday this week against the teams from the, I don't know what, if you want to call the Ohio River Valley, Cincinnati, and West Virginia.
Appalachians.
Something like that. It is Meridian Wealth Management, Arizona Game Day. Kelvin Efon is here. JW Madden. I'm David Kelly. We'll get our first break in. Come back with more. You're listening to Wildcats Radio 1290.
Our Window Depot postgame coverage is just getting started. This is Meridian Wealth Management, Arizona Game Day. The postgame show is brought to you by Advantage Air Mechanical, Cactus Auto Company, Casino del Sol, Done Right Services, Drain Masters, First Chiropractic, Idaho Central Credit Union, Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care, Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating and Plumbing, Royal GMC, Buick and Cadillac, Royal Kia, Royal Jaguar Land Rover, The Window Depot, Bear Down Roofing, Dorado Rock, Essential Pest Control, Goodfellas AC, Hughes Federal Credit Union, Factory Direct Mattress, Johnson Manley Company, and by Meridian Wealth Management. Wealth well managed, life well lived.
At Goldberg and Osborne, we know Arizona. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we've fought and won cases for the injured since 1989. Throughout our history, we've approached every case with a single focus: you. And we've got thousands of 5-star reviews to prove it. Put us to work for you by calling 1-800-THE-EAGLE today.
Do you often worry you left your garage door open? With the LiftMaster Garage Door Opener powered by MyQ, you'll never worry again. You can control, secure, and monitor your garage from your smartphone anytime from anywhere through the MyQ app. As an authorized LiftMaster dealer, we have smart openers designed for your needs, including belt drive motors for ultra-quiet operation, integrated camera for live video streaming, and battery backup that lets you in when the power is out. The team at Kaiser Garage Doors and Gates are your locally owned LiftMaster professionals. Visit KaiserGarage.com to learn more.
Advantage Air Mechanical, the team you can trust. Call 792-9400.
When it comes to the comfort and indoor air quality of your home and office, Advantage Air Mechanical has you covered. Breathing healthy air and having reliable air conditioning is important. If you or someone you know is in need of air conditioning services or a new system installation, we are here to help. Advantage Air Mechanical, 792-9400. AZROC 214570.
It's your time to shine. This is Desert Diamond Casino, the spot with Arizona's only hometown sportsbook, the hottest slots and tables, and off-the-charts energy you won't find anywhere else. Here, there's always a fun-filled, action-packed, downright unforgettable night right around the corner. So let your hair down, turn the sparkle all the way up. It's time to live the diamond life. Desert Diamond Casino.
An enterprise of the Thama Ogden Nation.
Back your hometown favorite. Get your very own exclusive University of Arizona debit card from Hughes Federal Credit Union. Pair your new card with a free checking account that earns dividends with no monthly fees, no minimum balance, and convenient 24/7 online and mobile banking. Visit one of our 7 convenient branch locations to get your card instantly or open an account online at hughesfcu.org/wildcats. Show your Wildcat spirit all year long with Hughes Federal Credit Union. Certain restrictions apply. Insured by NCUA.
Essential Pest Control leaves bugs belly up with science.
You mean they don't use yesterday's newspaper?
No, they use the latest in technology and innovation to eliminate bugs, bees, termites, weeds, and more.
So no as seen on TV salt guns?
Nope, only solutions that target insect biology, using chemistry to help protect the environment, people, and their pets.
You are so smart.
Essential Pest Control leaves bugs belly up. Call 886-3029 or visit essentialpest.com.
Coach, Tommy Lloyd here. Right Way has important news.
Thinking about replacing your heating and air system? It's free furnace season at Right Way.
These are some of the slowest months of the year. We have equipment in stock and our crews are available.
And we're including an 80% furnace absolutely free with the purchase of an air conditioning system.
And if that's not enough, we're offering up to 60 months no interest financing, manufacturer and energy efficiency rebates, and 10-year parts and labor warranty.
Call or text 520-200-2422 today or visit rightwayac.com.
If it's worth doing, do it the right way.
Experiencing the natural wonders comes easy at Rockin' K. Nestled at the base of the Rincon Mountain foothills, enjoy stunning mountain views up close every day. In the top-rated Vail School District, Rockin' K is close to work, shopping, and services. Tour 18 model homes by top-tier builders, offering move-in ready homes and special incentives. LiveRockingK.com. Proud U of A radio broadcast sponsor.
The holidays are here, and so are the Red Tag savings on new Chevrolets at O'Reilly Chevrolet. We've got Red Tag inventory and pricing on the latest Silverado, Equinox, and Traverse models, and yes, we have inventory. Get Red Tag O'Reilly pricing on brand new Chevys and unwrap great holiday deals and unbeatable pricing all season long. Find us on Broadway next to Park Place Mall. Call 747-8000 or shop 24/7 at O'Reilly.com. O'Reilly Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Hi, this is Natalie Fernandez with Meridian Wealth Management. As a boutique fiduciary investment firm, our clients have trusted us to guide them down their financial paths for decades. Whether you are an individual or family, business, foundation, or nonprofit, we are committed to your long-term goals and financial futures. We are proud supporters of the Tucson community and all that makes our city so special. Visit online at meridianwealthllc.com to learn more about Meridian today.
Advisory services provided by Meridian Wealth Management, a registered investment advisor.
Life's busy. Errands, kids, work, the I-10 grind. Who's got time to sit at a detail shop?
That's why Recon Auto Detailing comes to me. Mobile detailing keeps my car spotless without losing a minute of my day.
From mobile washes to in-shop ceramic coatings, tint, and paint protection, we're Tucson's one-stop shop for keeping your ride looking new. Convenience, care, confidence, that's Recon Auto Detailing. Ceramic Pro West, Tucson.
Get your backyard summer ready with a custom pool from First Choice Pools. A backyard oasis built around you. First Choice is a full-service builder of beautiful in-ground pools and backyard designs for years of staycations. If you want to dive in this summer, now is the time to visit TucsonPoolBuilder.com. First Choice Pools for installs, renovation, remodeling, and repair. Get started today at TucsonPoolBuilder.com. Ask about our 60-day pool. To be summer ready, First Choice is the only choice.
Our Window Depot coverage of the Wildcats rolls on. This is the Meridian Wealth Management Arizona Game Day postgame show on Wildcats Radio 1290. Now, back to your hosts, David Kelly, the captain, Kelvin Yvonne, and J.W. Madden.
65-55 Arizona. There's a lob play. Bradley to Pete, who slams it home.
Yeah, give that bucket to Tommy Lloyd. That's a play that they have been running versus the zone. Knew it would be there. Beautiful lob play.
Yeah, that was the play that I was referring to in segment number 1. Jaden Bradley finding Koa Pete. Koa Pete just 4 points tonight. Played 20 minutes. Most of that was in the second half because he only played 4 minutes in the first half due to foul trouble. 1 of 4 from the field, 4 points, 2 of 4 from the line. He ended up with 3 rebounds. Did not make a foul in the second half, but again, not maybe couldn't kind of get into the flow of the game much, having to sit out most of that first half with foul trouble. 520-848-1290, 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. You can call us at that number. You can text us at that number. We've got NFL football coming up for you. After 6 o'clock, we'll try to get you out to that game as close to the beginning or a little into the first quarter as we can tonight. And it is the Seahawks and the 49ers. That is going to be a good one. It was surprising. I talk about Pete, but JaMychal Stillwell also. Neither one of those guys scored a point in the first half of this game tonight. Those are two guys you thought might be integral parts in it. From each side, but Stillwell didn't hit his back, I think, till 4 minutes into the second half. He would finish with 6 points in the ball game and 6 rebounds. So, two guys, again, it was that type of night where, some guys couldn't necessarily find their flow and get into it. I find it interesting, and I don't know if you're seeing any kind of connection in that the games where Braden Burries is going off are also games where Krivas goes off. Like I think it was the Wednesday game against Kansas State. Those were like your 2 primary scores. Is there similarities to maybe why those 2 guys seem to score on specific nights at the same time that you're seeing it all?
No, I haven't seen a correlation to the reason why both of those guys are going. I pretty much knew Krivas would have a good night because I felt like the other night he didn't really get to get off. So I felt like he was going to come out, and have a great game, and he did. He came, got aggressive, right from the beginning. And I just feel like with Koa Pete, man, I just think that he's on the game plan, man. These teams, they try to take away something, and I think they feel like Koa Pete is a guy that if they can be physical and keep him out of the paint and force him to mid-range jumpers, they can limit him a little bit. So great play by Coach hitting him with the backside lob. To kind of get him a dunk to get him into the game. But it's one of those tough games to where when you're a great teammate like Koa is, you don't worry about it because you're winning.
Yeah, I think of it in terms of like Braden can get his own anytime. Moteus Krivas needs the ball given to him on the block in order to be effective. And when he comes off a game where maybe he wasn't as effective, of course his teammates, first thing they're going to do is try to get Mo the ball as early as often as possible. One thing that wasn't mentioned, guys, is Koa played 4 minutes in the first half. Who picked up all those minutes? Mo Krivas played 19 first half minutes. When was the last time you ever saw him play almost every minute of the first half? Both those players 5 for 7 in the first. What I mean by Braden is Braden lets the game come to him. I've never seen Braden Burries force a shot. Kelvin, have you? For the freshman? Okay.
I won't necessarily say
he might have forced that one.
I won't say force, but he'll get him up.
Okay. 5% of the shots he's taken as a freshman. Normally, when you see a freshman shooting guard come in at this level in a rotational minute situation, he's forcing up 35% of his shots, bad shots not within the flow of the offense. So Braden Burries is a guy who will really take what the defense is giving him. And so when you talk about DK, what games Braden's going off, what games Mo's going off, Mo needs the positional setups for him to command attention on that block and get the ball, whereas Burries is really just reading the defense. And today, Burries was finding himself and finding open spots within that defense because guess what? The goal of UCF was to take the bigs out of the game. So you pick your poison, that whole thing. You can't take all 5 players out. Extra defensive attention towards Pete, extra defensive attention towards Awaka. Burries finding those little spots, Kelvin, and making it work.
And one of the great things why Burries is able to have a lot of that pressure taken off is that senior over there, man. He don't have to worry about setting people up. He don't have to worry about getting assists. He can just be himself and just play free. He had 1 assist today, but you would have thought he had like 4 because did he have a turnover? Maybe 1.
Burries, 1.
Yeah, one turnover.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm surprised about that as well. I thought he had like 4 assists and no turnovers. So what I'm saying by that is he's just playing within himself. He doesn't try to do too much. He takes the shots when they're there. All coaches say, I'd rather have a shot than a turnover. So I'm glad that he's not one of the guys who's going behind his back trying to make some of the slick passes I used to try to make like Magic Johnson. Just keep it simple and move the ball and let the offense take care of itself. And it's working great for the team.
520-848-1290, 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. You can call us at that number. You can text us at that number. Anthony Delorso did not score in this game. He was the only one in the rotation that did not score. 0 for 6, missed 3 threes, did have a couple of rebounds, and did dish out 3 assists. So not horrible, but again, he's kind of fell back into that struggling offensive pattern that he'd had prior to his breakout game on the week ago today when he had 17 points.
He also led the team in plus-minus.
Yeah.
And I think, honestly, I don't mind when he's in this situation because the team doesn't need his scoring. But he's a guy that he's more used to that Brandon Berry's type of role where he can get his shots up because he can go 0 for 6, but you give him 6 more shots and he may have like 18 to 20 points for you. But he's playing his role and he's understanding that he can't be too aggressive, but he is taking the shots when they are there.
The UCF Knights, again, I mentioned, got streaky in this game. There was a stretch in the first half where they missed 10 consecutive shots. Then they made 10 of 11 to kind of get themselves back into the game and whittle that deficit down towards the end of the first half. And then they had another stretch in the second half where they missed 9 of 10 just as they were getting close with an opportunity. I believe Folks missed, he missed 5 of his last 6 down the stretch. But what a performance by him. Themis Folks, 30 points on the game on 11 of 18 with 8 assists. So pretty strong performance by that young man. Pretty good-looking guard, Themis Folks, for sure.
Oh, yeah, man. He's tough, man, with 8 assists with that, too. You got to add that in there, man.
Yeah.
I mean, 8 assists, and you scored 30, 11 of 18. I mean, that's over 50% right there from the field from 6'1", 6'2" guy. Yeah, and I thought he did a good job of trying to set guys up and playing within the system, but he got tired. He got tired. And that's one thing they can't teach is size, right? He had the heart, but he got a little tired there. And if he didn't get tired, we could have been in some trouble there. But he definitely got wore down. We was moving different guys or, switching different guys on him. I seen Aristard on him a little while there. He was overplaying and denying him. I wish we could have got a little bit more of that on him, especially when the guys kind of get going. But can't question Tommy's, defense because, he seems to figure out a way to get it done.
Time now for our Window Depot Glass Cleaner of the Game award. Let's see. You had only one player in double digits in this game. That was Mateus Krivas with the double-double, his 4th of the season, 17 and 12. Toby had 10 and 9 in the game. Jaden Bradley had 6 rebounds today as well. I got to give it to Mo just because, again, I think when they got cold in that stretch in the second half, if you went back and looked at that stretch, I would imagine he probably, because I think he had 5 rebounds in the second half, I would think he had all 5 of his defensive rebounds during that stretch. So he was really the one that was making sure that they weren't getting second opportunities off those misses. So my vote tonight is going to Motias Krivas.
Well, I don't want to take nothing away from Krivas. I thought he had a great game overall. 12 rebounds is always great. But I got to go with Walker because I think his physicality is what opened up a few of those rebounds for my big fella Krivas because he was taking up 3 guys, man. I mean, when I'm telling you a monster, he was being a monster today. I mean, and I know Coach told him to chill out and watch out for the technicals, but I don't think he was caring too much about that. He was refusing for his guys to get punked. And he was just physical on the board.
Yeah, I think that's something that maybe the casual basketball fan doesn't get is that Tobe might have had 9, but really the rebounds that his boys got, Kelvin, have to do with extra attention to Tobe. He's the number 1 percentage rebounder on defense and offensive glass in the nation. So coming in, you're going to have a scout, hey, no matter what, you put a butt on Tobe. If it's not enough, put 2 butts on him, right? And so, yeah, I mean, to me, I look at it, DK, as 9 boards in 27 minutes, 12 boards in 30 minutes. And we're used to Tobe, getting those crazy rebound numbers. I mean, I'm kind of like torn. I could give it to either one of those two guys. So I don't know if we've ever had a tie before, but yeah, I mean, I'll go ahead and give it to Mo tonight just because 12, he was big, like you said, DK, 5 defensive rebounds, and such a great point you made. Those defensive rebounds to squell those runs by the opponents when they're looking like they might get back into that game, and especially when they cut the lead to 2 and you're trying to cut off that water and you're being efficient on offense, you cannot give up. What did they have? I think they had like 14 or 15 offensive rebounds, did the Knights. Yeah, they 14. Had 14 offensive rebounds. So every single one of those 5 defensive rebounds Mo got in the second half, crucial to making sure that they had a little bit of distance between them and UCF.
All right, Motias Krivas, he is your Window Depot glass cleaner of the game. Window Depot, lowest prices, biggest inventory. Shop thewindow.depot.com. 84-77, Wildcats beat UCF down in Orlando to move to 18-0 on the season, 5 wins straight to start Big 12 play. We'll come back. We'll have more for you. We will find out if anybody beat the book. Take your calls and comments, text. You can text us at 520-848-1290. You can ring up the phone at that number. You can interact with the show on our app as well. So we want to hear what your thoughts were. And we're also streaming this show on a number of different platforms. We'll get the Instagram feed up right now. We're on YouTube and Twitch. So you can also comment on the show on either one of those show platforms on YouTube and Twitch. And, did the Broncos just score? We'll let you know when we come back.
It really looks like they did.
Yes,
it looks like a lot like they did.
Yes, they did. The first game of the AFC, the NFL playoffs, is coming down to the wire, and it looks like the Broncos have just taken a 2-point lead with under a minute to play over the Buffalo Bills. Meridian Wealth Management, Arizona Game Day will continue after this timeout. You're listening to Wildcats Radio 1290.
JT Auto, where customers are family. Trust your vehicle to JT Auto, professional and reliable automotive repair and maintenance services. JT Auto is conveniently located off Fort Lowell and Country Club. Open Monday through Friday. JT Auto is a full-service auto shop with satisfaction guaranteed, offering you the best in tires and wheels, auto repair, oil changes, computer diagnostics, suspension and brake service, and heating and AC. Bring your car to JT Auto, where customers are family. 623-7066. That's 623-7066.
We are the rush, the pulse, the thrill you didn't see coming. Welcome to Club Soul at Casino del Sol, where Tucson's best just got better. Join Club Soul today and get $20 free play. That's right, your first play is on us. Play, earn, and unlock exclusive rewards that take your experience to the next level. More thrills, more perks, more of what makes Casino del Sol unforgettable. We are Club Soul, only at Casino del Sol and Casino of the Sun. Enterprise of the Bosco Yaqui Tribe.
Every day is a balancing act, with work, family, goals, all asking for more. It helps to have tools that meet you at every step and a team that will always be by your side. We're ICCU. We're a credit union that has been helping members achieve financial success since 1940. In fact, we put members' success first, one by one, year after year, for 85 years and counting. Now, we're here for you, Tucson. Join us, ICCU.
The holidays are over, and right now is the best time to start your home renovation project. At the Window Depot, you get factory direct prices, no installers, no middleman, and serious savings. Windows, doors, cabinets, countertops, all in stock and ready to take home today. Perfect for DIYers and contractors who want to save thousands and get materials fast. New year, new projects at the lowest prices. Shop online at thewindowdepot.com or visit a location near you.
At Goldberg and Osborne, we know Arizona. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we've fought and won cases for the injured since 1989. Throughout our history, we've approached every case with a single focus: you. And we've got thousands of 5-star reviews to prove it. Put us to work for you by calling 1-800-THE-EAGLE today.
Up your game in a new Buick or GMC from Royal Buick GMC. At Royal, we always deliver a quality vehicle at a great price. Score a great deal with our no-pressure, non-commissioned sales staff and our transparent online pricing. Plus, Royal offers a 72-hour buyback guarantee. Score big at Royal Buick GMC, the dealership that's different. See dealer for details. Royal Buick GMC in the Tucson Auto Mall or RoyalTucson.com.
Cool Willie's Air and Plumbing. Always trust the big guy. Mention your Wildcats and receive $50 off any repair at coolwillies.com. Cool Willie's is proud to be a partner of the University of Arizona Wildcats basketball radio broadcast. Two powerful teams working hard for you to get the job done right every day. Cool Willie's Air and Plumbing. Big enough to help, small enough to care. Remember to mention your Wildcats and receive $50 off any repair. CoolWillies.com.
Hi guys, I'm back. What's new?
Tucson Appliance Scratch and Dent Studio.
All the Scratch and Dent merchandise has its own new studio.
There were so many Scratch and Dent discounted items. Now they have a place of their own.
I love it. A whole Scratch and Dent studio right next to Tucson Appliance. They don't look like Scratch and Dent,
but it shows in the low prices.
Tucson Appliance Scratch and Dent Studio. Proud local supporters of the Southern Arizona Heartball. Only at Tucson Appliance, where you are a priority.
From offices and warehouses to retail spaces and restaurants, the right lighting transforms your environment. At Arizona Commercial Lighting, we've been proudly locally owned and operated for nearly 40 years. Our extensive inventory of in-stock lighting solutions is designed to meet both commercial and residential needs, with quality, variety, and value you won't find anywhere else. Visit us at 1436 East 17th Street or explore our offerings online at azcommerciallighting.com. Be sure to ask about available TEP rebates. Arizona Commercial Lighting, powering business through precision lighting.
Think of waking up with energy, standing tall and feeling free. Think First Chiropractic, good health is to enjoy.
First Chiropractic is pleased to announce that Access Health Plans now cover chiropractic care. A referral by your PCP is required. For more information, go to firstchiro.com, the most trusted name in chiropractic care. A proud U of A radio sponsor.
First Chiropractic, good health is to enjoy.
Broadway in Tucson presents the 20th anniversary season featuring 7 Tucson premieres, including Disney's Beauty and the Beast, Hell's Kitchen, Moulin Rouge, The Wiz, Back to the Future, Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and more. Secure your signature season tickets today and get the best seats at the lowest prices. Visit BroadwayInTucson.com and secure your 2025-2026 season tickets today.
Day in and day out, we're inundated with commercials asking to review your portfolio or telling you to get a second opinion. This is Natalie Fernandez with Meridian Wealth Management, and I want to share the advice I give people every day. Talk to 3 different advisors at 3 different firms. It's important to understand their differences and find someone you can trust. I want Meridian to be one of your 3, and then you will decide who is best for you. To learn more, call us at 719-1433 today.
Advisory services provided by Meridian Wealth Management, a registered investment advisor.
A Window Depot coverage of the Wildcats rolls on. This is the Meridian Wealth Management Arizona Gameday postgame show on Wildcats Radio 1290. Now back to your hosts, David Kelly, the captain Kelvin Yvonne, and J.W. Madden.
Wildcats ball the other way. Quickly to Burries. Drives inside. Lay it up and score it. Boy, a tough shot for Burries. Gets it to go.
Tough shot there is right with the left hand, coast to coast in transition.
Braden Burries, 18 points tonight for this afternoon for your Arizona Wildcats. Braden was 8 of 14 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3. Did not take a free throw in the game. 18 points in 32 minutes. He had just 1 rebound. He had an assist and a turnover. Wildcats win it 84-77 over the UCF Knights to move to 18-0 on the season. Wildcats will now come home. They'll take on Cincinnati Wednesday night. Now, the big disappointing news delivered by Brian Jeffries during this game. Whoa, look at that play right there by the Buffalo Bills. We have got the final minute of the AFC divisional playoff between the Broncos and the Bills. The Broncos just took the lead, and then the Bills just ran a hook and ladder play that went for like 20-something yards into field goal range. So they're going to have a time at least. What a play.
How about the call, Kelvin? Making that call under a minute to go, down 3, playoffs.
So they're going to have a chance here to at least potentially kick a field goal and
got tipped at the line, too.
Yeah, pass got tipped at the line.
With all these fancy offenses, they go way back to 1982.
Right?
For the big play.
You got to love it. Again, one of the disappointing things that came out of this game today, delivered by Brian Jeffries, was the fact that Kirk Reese is hurt. So he likely is not going to play in that game on Wednesday. So that's hugely disappointing because I think we were all looking forward to seeing Kerr out there competing. I would imagine, I don't know. We won't know if he's traveling with the club or not. But, that's big disappointing news that Kirk Reese is not going to play.
Separated shoulder, right?
Yeah, exactly. So best of luck on a recovery for him, and maybe we get a chance to see him if these two teams hook up somewhere down the line in the conference tournament. 520-848-1290 is the number. Let's hear from Howie. You're on Meridian Wealth Management, Arizona Game Day, the post-game show.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Good, Howie. How are you?
Pretty good. How am I coming across? Does it sound pretty good?
It sounds okay. It's not pretty good, but it's okay. We can hear you currently. Are you in the basement or something?
Okay. No, I'm in the living room.
Oh, you're in the living room. All right. Well,
All
you've sounded better in the living room in the past.
Well, as long as you can hear me, sometimes you got to win ugly, and especially on the road. And I think this is one example of this. It was an ugly win. And I've been noticing about the last 3 games, we got a big, strong team. Some people say maybe the biggest, strongest team in America in Division I. And I'm noticing that a lot of teams that aren't as big and strong are getting a lot of layups and 2-foot, 3-foot shots away from the basket. And it just seems strange to me with the players that we have, and given what I said, that is happening.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that's the way that these games go at times.
Yeah, I don't know. I just noticed that. I mean, we got the guys that, the other team shouldn't be getting close to the basket.
Yeah, that's the thing, though, Howie, is like this league is built with a lot of big guys. So, like, Arizona has the biggest, probably most imposing front line in the country. But, Kelvin, I mean, how many of the top 25 front lines in that category are in the Big 12? Like 5? I mean, there's a lot of big guys and a lot of coaches who coach like that. I mean, DK's talked quite a bit about this, that the TCU and Houston games in the NCAA tournament that Coach Lloyd had in his first year have really guided the way they've built the teams moving in now that they're playing in the Big 12 conference, because you got to match that physicality. So there's a lot of physical teams. There's just going to be some nights where, like tonight, clearly Coach Dawkins was trying to take Pete out of the game. They were not trying to let Pete beat them. That's why he had the early foul trouble. Obviously, didn't score there in the first half. But I expect a fight every single night.
Yeah, and with teams like this was a grown man team right here. These guys were 24, 25, been around 7 years. So when you have those type of guys that are crafty, a lot of those shots was crafty around the rim. I mean, these guys understood, how to score. So, yeah, I mean, it's going to be like that. Everything is just, like you said, it's not going to be pretty. You got to win the ugly games as well. Everything can be 20-point victories.
You got guys like Cambridge in your lineup who's in his 7th season in the NCAAs. Yeah.
So,
I think it was the TCU game that one of the announcers was talking about, they have one of the smaller teams, as opposed to us having one of the bigger teams. And he made some comment like that, and it just got me thinking, I didn't want to dwell on it for over and over and over, but I noticed that, in the last, 3 games, that, you know, there's a lot of shots the opponents are making, you know, against us that are very close to the basket. I don't know, just an observation.
And a very good observation there.
Yeah, and what I look at is 40%, right? That's what UCF shot for the game tonight. So I think overall the defense from Arizona has been very good all season long. Teams are going to have to challenge. So if you're facing Arizona, you're going to have to try to go right at them, just like a shot blocker, Kelvin. You don't fade away from a shot blocker. You go right into their chest. And so because Arizona has such big size across the front line and skill, you're going to want to early try to challenge those guys. Because, again, what does Coach Lloyd talk about? Foul pressure, rim pressure, trying to make sure that the bigs on the other team have to deal with your presence at the rim. Well, the other teams are going to try to do that same thing because guess what? It's much easier to beat Arizona if Koa Pete and Tobe Awaka are in foul trouble, and they might not have the size that they bring in at the start of the game. So I think you're going to see a little bit more physical games than we're used to because in order to beat this Arizona team, because of their skill level on the perimeter, you have to try to fight them in the paint. And that's what we've seen recently is fistfights. I mean, that's why I said bruises to start the broadcast today. I just think you're going to see a lot more of that physicality. It's not just the beginning. It's going to be going all season long. I mean, just look, Cincinnati might not be a team that you think about when you think of the Big 12. They just beat Iowa State today, right? So, I mean, there's a fight every single week, every single game. You're going to have to deal with that physicality.
So basically what you're saying is we're kind of going back to the UNLV Greg Anthony days. Those were great games, you know, with Kenny Lofton and against Greg Anthony. They had to stop that series because it was getting rowdy in the crowds and on the floor.
Yeah, Midnight Loot, right? That's what they called him up there because of Tom Tolbert, because Tom Tolbert had committed to transfer out of junior college to UNLV. And then, you know, and obviously the story from Long Beach State. I mean, Lute was the coach at Long Beach State who followed Tarkanian. They got put on sanctions, and his first head coaching job he ever had was to follow Tarkanian. They go way back. But that Midnight Loot thing, they were friends. But, I mean, that Midnight Loot thing, the fan base up there certainly – you know, they had a nickname for Lute because they didn't like the fact that last second, 11th hour Tom Tolbert. But, yeah, those were definitely wars. Kind of reminds me more of like the Big East, Kelvin, from like the late 80s, early 90s. Just every single team brought their lunch pail.
That was a more fun game. Syracuse and Georgetown. I remember them games, boy. St. John's.
Yeah, those were some tough days, you know. Yeah. Lofton is one of my favorite U of A. Besides Kelvin, you know, is one of my favorite all-time U of A athletes.
We saw the guy Kenneth. We saw him last year, right? He got honored in the Ring of Honor. That's one of DK's favorite players, obviously, because he spent so much time with the Cleveland Guardians, formerly Indians. So
Kenny played for the Indians.
Yeah.
Yes, Kenny played for the. Kenny never played for the Guardians. Very true.
Yeah, that's hard to do, man, to excel in two sports like that. Well, Kelvin did it too, so what the heck? Yeah. Well,
End of regulation.
I've given you guys enough compliments. You're going to get a big ego if I stay on here.
We have no hubris here, Howie. No hubris.
No hubris.
I got to give you some compliments, Dave. You do a good job on this stuff.
Well, thank you very much, Howie. I appreciate it, and we appreciate your call, as always.
Yeah, and W, you too.
Bear down, Howie.
Yeah, you guys take care.
All right. 520-848-1290 opens up a line. 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. Let's see who beat the book tonight.
Did the Cats beat the spread? It's time to find out how we bet the book and if we beat the book. Bet the Book is sponsored by Casino del Sol. Casino del Sol, home of award-winning dining, gaming, resorts, and golf.
All right, so this game, Arizona was an 8.5-point favorite tonight over the Central Florida Knights, and the Wildcats only win by 7. Kelvin and I laid that point total, and so that's losing tickets for the two of us. J-Dub, however, took UCF and the points, and so he
Do you remember
gets a winning ticket on that.
what I said?
7 points.
I said about 7.
Yeah, you did. You did say that for sure.
I was looking at it when it was happening. I said, don't make that layup. That guy made that last layup.
And that last like minute and a half with like the potential flagrant and all the free throws and that one like dead duck 3-pointer off the spin with like 35 seconds left to go. I mean, that thing hit back rim and backboard at the same time and just kind of died in the net. There were some funky points there down the stretch. So, yeah, I mean, that could have wound up a 12-point win. That could have wound up a 4-point win. It could have gone either way.
The over-under was 166.5, 84.77, totals 161. So the game comes in just under. We all took the over. So double losing tickets for Calvin and I. A split for J-Dub, who gains a game in the standings. So not a lot of people beat the book tonight.
Bet the Book is sponsored by Casino del Sol. Casino del Sol, home of award-winning dining, gaming, resorts, and golf.
520-848-1290 is the number. We'll come back with a whole lot more. We are now in overtime in Denver, the first of the AFC divisional playoff games, the first of the 4. 30-30 is the score in overtime. The Broncos will have the ball first after Buffalo went down and got a field goal from Matt Prater to tie the game with 3 seconds remaining. We'll keep you updated on the Goldberg and Osborne, the injury lawyers, scoreboard. Meridian Wealth Management Arizona Game Day will continue after this timeout. You're listening to Wildcats Radio 1290.
We are the rush, the pulse, the thrill you didn't see coming. Welcome to Club Soul at Casino del Sol, where Tucson's best just got better. Join Club Soul today and get $20 free play. That's right, your first play is on us. Play, earn, and unlock exclusive rewards that take your experience to the next level. More thrills, more perks, more of what makes Casino del Sol unforgettable. We are Club Soul, only at Casino del Sol and Casino of the Sun. Enterprise of the Bosco Yaqui Tribe.
Every day is a balancing act with work, family, goals, all asking for more. It helps to have tools that meet you at every step and a team that will always be by your side. We're ICCU. We're a credit union that has been helping members achieve financial success since 1940. In fact, we put member success first, one by one, year after year, for 85 years and counting. Now, we're here for you, Tucson. Join us, ICCU.
Looking for quality windows without the wait? Come to the Window Depot. We carry a huge selection of Milgard windows, in stock now and ready for pickup. Need something custom? No problem. From new construction to full home replacement, we'll help you order the perfect Milgard windows built to fit your space, style, and budget. Whether you're a homeowner or contractor, the Window Depot makes it easy to get the windows you need fast. Visit thewindowdepot.com to find a location near you and see why we're your Milgard window experts.
Your support has given me a safe place to sleep, a shower, and food in my stomach. Thank you.
The programs here have been life-changing. Thank you.
Thanks to your support, I now have the resources to maintain my sobriety.
Here I found a safe place to heal, and I found my way to God. Thank you.
Your support has made me a better mother and provided me a safe place in my recovery with me and my children.
Thank you. Thank you.
If you would like to help, or if you know someone who needs help, go to grmtucson.com.
Hi, I'm Jordan Benjamin with Done Right Services. When your home or business needs HVAC, plumbing services, or electrical work, choose a genuine local Tucson company, Done Right Services. With decades of trusted experience and upfront pricing, Done Right Services treats every customer like a valued neighbor. From upgrades to urgent repairs, our licensed professionals deliver quality, care, and craftsmanship you can count on, getting it done right. Call Done Right Services today at 520-369-3966 because you deserve it done right.
Experiencing the natural wonders comes easy at Rockin' Cay. Nestled at the base of the Rincon Mountain foothills, enjoy stunning mountain views up close every day. 6 model homes are now open to tour at Del Webb at Rockin' Cay. Here, life is about more than just beautiful homes. It's about the experiences waiting outside your front door at this new 55-plus active adult neighborhood. LiveRockingK.com. Designed by nature. Proud U of A radio broadcast sponsor.
Hughes Federal Credit Union has an online account that fits your needs and lifestyle. With our free checking account, there are no monthly fees and no minimum balance. 24/7 mobile and online banking, unlimited bill pay, a free Visa debit card with your choice of designs, and a vast network of fee-free ATMs. Or upgrade to a checking plus rewards account that offers discounts, deals, valuable services, and so much more. It's easy to sign up online at hughesfcu.org/checking. Certain restrictions apply. Insured by NCUA.
Essential Pest Control leaves bugs belly up with science.
You mean they don't use yesterday's newspaper?
No, they use the latest in technology and innovation to eliminate bugs, bees, termites, weeds, and more.
So no as seen on TV salt guns?
Nope, only solutions that target insect biology, using chemistry to help protect the environment, people, and their pets.
You are so smart.
Essential Pest Control leaves bugs belly up. Call 886-3029 or visit essentialpest.com.
Think of waking up with energy, standing tall and feeling free. Think First Chiropractic, good health is to enjoy.
For over 30 years, Tucson has been putting its trust in First Chiropractic for auto and on-the-job injuries. They're locally owned and a proud sponsor of the U of A radio broadcasts. So if you've been injured, make the right choice. First
Chiropractic, good health is to enjoy.
Hold on, that wasn't Santa's sleigh. That was a Blazer EV flying off the lot at the Red Tag event at O'Reilly Chevrolet. We've got Red Tag pricing on the latest electric Chevys, and yes, we have the inventory. Get Red Tag O'Reilly pricing and supercharge your holidays with shockingly great deals that'll make your old gas tank jealous. Find us on Broadway next to Park Place Mall. Call 747-8000 or shop 24/7 at O'Reilly.com. EVs at O'Reilly Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Ugh, no, not the sink. Not now.
Plumbing issues can put your life on pause. But with anytime emergency scheduling, the Neighborly Done Right promise, and more, Mr. Rooter Plumbing will have your life flowing again in no time.
All fixed. Much better.
Mr. Rooter is proud to cheer on the Cats. Mention this ad for 10% off any plumbing service. A win for the whole family. Bear down, Arizona.
Mr. Rooter Plumbing,
a Neighborly company.
Hi, this is Natalie Fernandez at Meridian Wealth Management. And one of the hardest things I witness is when someone passes and they hadn't updated their beneficiaries properly beforehand. We all experience change in our lives, marriage, divorce, kids, and we work very hard for what we have. Leaving your legacy exactly the way you desire is important. This is your reminder to review all of your beneficiary designations today and at least annually. Seek guidance if you need it. Call our office at 520-719-1433 for more information.
Advisory services provided by Meridian Wealth Management, a registered investment advisor.
Wildcats Radio 1290 Studios are brought to you by ICCU at ICCU.com. KCUB Tucson, a Cumulus media station. Bear down, Wildcat Nation. Our Window Depot coverage of U of A basketball continues. This is the Meridian Wealth Management Arizona Game Day, a full wrap-up of today's Wildcats contest. Top takeaways, reaction from the players and head coach Tommy Lloyd, plus your thoughts on what you saw. The postgame show is brought to you by Meridian Wealth Management. Wealth well managed, life well lived. This is your home for Arizona basketball. Wildcats Radio 1290.
Johnson run high screen from Bull. His runner blocked by Deloso, grabbed by Bradley. Here's a race down to the other end. Bradley lay it up good, and he's fouled by Cambridge.
Excellent job turning defense into offense. Deloso getting the block, leading to the run up by Bradley, and the finish with opportunity for the and one.
Such great body control, such great ability to take a hit and still scored the basket. And what I liked about that play, guys, was he was kind of sizing up where the defender was as he was approaching the basket, so he understood what he needed to do to get the ball up to the rim and score it.
He's got a lot of experience for two reasons. He's 6'2", 6'3", right? But he doesn't have a 48-inch vertical. So, Kelvin, I mean, he spent his whole career as a crafty guard trying to finish among trees. So the idea of body control to me is experience, because you go in there a lot of times, guards are trying to get in there, but you're going to get your shot sent right back your way if you show the ball a little bit too early. So that craftiness of baiting a defender, especially a bigger guy like Cambridge, coming in, baiting that defender into showing the trajectory where you're going, taking the ball to the outside with the right hand and going off glass. I mean, that's just experience. That's the way you finish among bigger players.
You know what's funny is, you don't hear about them as much as you used to, but New York guards. And that was what that was. You go back and look at some of the Stephon Marbury, Kenneth Anderson type of moves, that's what it is.
Kyrie also happens to be from New York. He's pretty good with that layup package.
Okay, and so what they do, they show you the ball, and you think that you got it, and they grab it with two hands, and then they can adjust it wherever they want to adjust it off the backboard. Just a great play, man. That play stood out to me as well. I said, I don't know how you let him get to his right hand. You let him get to his right hand, it's over. They need to pay more attention, because most of the time when he's finishing at the rim, it's with that right hand.
23 points for Jaden Bradley, 21 in the second half. He went 11 of 13 from the line, so got back, especially down the stretch, closing things out down in Orlando for an 84-77 win. Finished with 6 rebounds as well, had 5 assists, 2 turnovers, also had a pair of steals in the game. Did throw it away a couple of times, tried a couple of cross-court passes.
There were quite a few players. Like Karchenkov had one cross-court pass, Kelvin, which is like through 2 defenders. It just got straight picked off. I don't know exactly what that was all about. I know they were switching between zone and man was UCF, so it could have been a little bit of confusion, but those cross-court passes are the most dangerous pass in college basketball because there's a lot of room and a lot of quick twitch guys who can find those passing lanes and pick those balls off. So definitely got to clean that up a little bit.
You were reading my mind, J-Dub. That was my next topic there was the defensive changes that UCF tried to make in this game, particularly going to a little bit more zone, and how you guys felt the Wildcats handled that.
I thought they handled it, pretty decent. Again, I mean, they're not a team that's going to just start jacking up threes, which is a lot of what the zone defense is designed to do. They still play from inside out. They missed some shots. You got to give UCF credit. They're long. I mean, they got some athletic guys. They can challenge some shots. So, switching between those defenses a way to slow you down a little bit. It slowed us down a little bit. It kept us under our average. But at the end of the day, we still scored. We still offensive rebound.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that's going to be a work in progress all year, and that's because you got 4 freshmen in the rotation. So a lot of those vets, I mean, Jaden Bradley has seen every single defense that a college basketball team can throw at you. In the mix, in that heat of the moment, Kelvin, sometimes switching it up. I know your coach, Coach Olson, used to switch defenses, especially on sideline out of bounds, just to keep the offense a little bit off balance, kind of guessing where maybe a double was coming from or any kind of extra pressure. So it's just a matter of keeping, watching film and understanding the tendencies of teams. I'm not sure. I haven't seen too many of the UCF Knights games this year. I don't know if they've gone in and out of zone and man and tried to keep teams confused. But that's something, especially, Karchenkov was the one who had, 5-6 turnovers?
Yeah.
Yeah, so when you see freshmen who are generally pretty steady with the ball and aren't turnover prone have a few turnovers, to me, a lot of times that's confusing change-ups and how they're being attacked defensively. It's just something you got to learn through time. And again, as long as you're not underwater overall as a team, assist to turnover-wise, you can get by as they did tonight. But definitely those cross-court, it's the ones you wish you had back midway through after you throw it, Kelvin. You could see it in slow motion. You could just see that defender's about to pick that off. That's a fake a pass, make a pass kind of situation.
You mentioned, obviously, Ivan Karchenkov. He went 5 of 6 from the field and had 10 points. And the one thing that I just, and I've talked about it all season, his ability to score around the rim is just elite in my mind. And the thing that I thought tonight was, is there a shot that he cannot make? Because it seems like he can pretty much make every single shot on the floor. And you talk about New York guards being aggressive. He kind of plays like that. He takes the ball to the hole. He sees an opening, and he attacks it and gets to the rim and finds a way to score the basketball once he gets to the rim.
Yeah, I think as we've talked about a lot this year, 12-year-old at Bayern Munich, the level of big players he's seen his whole career trying to finish around the rim, Kelvin, is very similar to what I said about Jaden Bradley. He's not necessarily an ultra athlete, clearly very long, quick guard, but as far as the bounce, he's not necessarily trying to finish over the top of guys. Ivan Karchenkov might be 6'7" now, and he's probably 230, 240. But he wasn't that when he was 13 or 14 or 15 trying to finish around those big guys. So the craftiness of how to finish in the lane around bigger players comes from experience, again, of getting your shot blocked, getting sent back, or maybe even just getting bodied out, not even getting a shot at the rim. So Ivan Karchenkov, you can just see the way he plays, has a ton of experience being in those situations.
Yeah, and he's seeking contact. He's attacking straight downhill with power, expecting to get contact so he can go up and finish. So he understands that he plays on a team with full of guys that other people are looking to stop. So he picks his spots and attack that rim. And I think he's looking for the foul, but he's definitely going to finish.
520-848-1290. 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. It looks like the Bills are down in field goal range, depending on how they rule this. Ball got stripped from Brandon Cooks, so I don't know if that's going to be ruled a catch or if that's going to be ruled a interception. We'll see. we shall see for sure. 84-77, Arizona knocks off Central Florida. It is Meridian Wealth Management Arizona Game Day. We should have sound coming in from down in Orlando. I'll check and see if we've got that. If we do, we will give you that when we come back. Also, I want to let you know that the women's basketball team lost today down in Fort Worth in their game against TCU. This was actually a game that Arizona was leading at halftime by 2 points, but TCU comes back in the second half and walks away. They are the number 10 team in the country. And the Horned Frogs walk away with a 16-point win, 78-62 over the Arizona Wildcats. They have ruled it an interception. So the Broncos have the ball back at their own 23-yard line. So a huge defensive play there when it looked like the Bills might be in line to kick the game-winning field goal. So next score wins with 7 minutes to go in overtime. But we have now reached the playoffs, so it's sudden death. They'll play in more time. They'll play another. Oh boy, big game by the Broncos. They'll play as long as they got to go to get a winner tonight in Denver. Meridian Wealth Management Arizona Game Day is the program. We want to hear from you. 520-848-1290. Your calls, your texts, chime in on any of our social media platforms: Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. Love to hear your thoughts on what you saw from the Wildcats down in Orlando this afternoon. Kelvin Efon is here. JW Madden. I'm David Kelly. You're listening to Wildcats Radio 1290.
Our Window Depot postgame coverage rolls on. This is Meridian Wealth Management Arizona Game Day. The postgame show is brought to you by ABC Heating and Cooling, Arizona Commercial Lighting, Blue Sky Pest Control, Broadway and Tucson's 20th anniversary season, Cool Willie's Air and Plumbing, First Choice Pools, Goldberg and Osborne, The Injury Lawyers, Gospel Rescue Mission, Kaiser Garage Doors and Gates, O'Reilly Chevrolet, Shamrock Heating and Cooling, Showtime Sports Cards, Tucson Appliance Company, JT Auto, Lexus of Tucson, Mr. Rooter, Recon Auto Detail, Right Way Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, Rocking K, a master planned community designed by nature, and by Meridian Wealth Management. Wealth well managed, life well lived.
Up your game in a new Buick or GMC from Royal Buick GMC. At Royal, we always deliver a quality vehicle at a great price. Score a great deal with our no-pressure, non-commissioned sales staff and our transparent online pricing. Plus, Royal offers a 72-hour buyback guarantee. Score big at Royal Buick GMC, the dealership that's different. See dealer for details. Royal Buick GMC in the Tucson Auto Mall or RoyalTucson.com.
At Goldberg and Osborne, we know Arizona. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we've fought and won cases for the injured since 1989. Throughout our history, we've approached every case with a single focus: you. And we've got thousands of 5-star reviews to prove it. Put us to work for you by calling 1-800-THE-EAGLE today.
Hey, Eugene, what's with the giant pile of scratcher tickets?
With these scratchers, I'll win enough dough to enroll in the UberTube car repair classes and finally know how to fix your car right.
Well, then keep on scratching, Eugene.
Good luck on that, guys. But if you need a sure thing, check out Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care. No appointment necessary, call ahead's welcome, or just stop by any of the 14 area locations.
And check out our full page of promotions and discounts at jackfurriers.com.
Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care since 1960, here to get you there.
Wildcat fans, why wait for a great night's sleep? At Factory Direct Mattress of Tucson, you get comfort for life and deals you can't get anywhere else. Shop top-rated brands like the award-winning Puffy, Lisa, and our FDM lineup, all at Factory Direct Savings. No gimmick, no pressure, just comfort that helps you wake up feeling like a champion. Find us at 3936 West Ina Road or at fdmtucson.com. That's fdmtucson.com. Easy to find, easy to save. Stop by today, sleep better tonight, and get ready for Arizona's next victory.
Wildcat fans, where do you go when the final buzzer sounds? You don't head home. You head to Roadhouse Cinemas and Roadies, Tucson's home court for great food, craft beer, and nonstop fun. At Roadies, you can bowl, throw an axe, play arcade games, or grab a burger while the next game plays on the massive screens. Then, catch the newest movies right next door at Roadhouse Cinemas with luxury recliners and full in-seat dining. Game days, movie nights, anytime. Make it a win at Roadhouse Cinemas and Roadies on the corner of Grant and Swan.
The garage is more than a place to park your car. It holds prized possessions, and for most, it's a bustling entryway to the home. That's why LiftMaster designed the first ever opener with a built-in wide-angle camera and two-way audio, so you can see what matters and secure what's inside. Ensure your family and prized possessions are secure with a reliable garage door opener that's built to last and powered by MyQ for smartphone control. The team at Kaiser Garage Doors and Gates are your locally owned LiftMaster professionals. Visit kaisergarage.com to learn more.
The cold Arizona nights are here. Is your furnace ready? For just $59, Right Way is offering a complete system tune-up, ensuring your furnace runs efficiently to keep your home comfortable all season long. Routine maintenance is key to avoiding costly breakdowns. And with over 11,000 five-star Google reviews, you can trust Right Way to get the job done right. Plus, we'll include a free carbon monoxide test for your peace of mind. Call Right Way today at 520-640-2665 or visit us at rightwayac.com for your $59 complete system tune-up.
It's your time to shine. This is Desert Diamond Casino, the spot with Arizona's only hometown sportsbook, the hottest slots and tables, and off-the-charts energy you won't find anywhere else. Here, there's always a fun-filled, action-packed, downright unforgettable night right around the corner. So let your hair down. Turn the sparkle all the way up. It's time to live the diamond life. Desert Diamond Casino.
An enterprise of the Thana Ogden Nation.
Why do I spend so much time educating our youth about financial wellness? I have seen the fire ignite inside of young adults when I show them how the power of compound investing can change their futures. This is Natalie Fernandez at Meridian Wealth Management, and I'm committed to affecting change with our youth. An idea for all of you listening today, gift a Roth IRA contribution for the holidays or birthdays for your kids and grandkids. Contact our office at 520-719-1433 for guidance and details. The change begins with us.
Advisory services provided by Meridian Wealth Management, a registered investment advisor.
If you could rewind 10 years, what would you do differently? Buy Apple stock at $20? Skip the Ghost Pepper Challenge? Maybe even rethink the skinny jeans. Nate here, owner of Blue Sky Pest Control. Some regrets are harmless, termite damage isn't. You can't go back in time, but you can keep termites from eating your future. Call Blue Sky Pest Control today for your free termite inspection. Hello, Blue Sky. Goodbye, pests.
My heat and air were in a state of disrepair.
As the new year begins, Picturox Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing would like to thank you for allowing us to serve Tucson and the surrounding communities for the past 25 years. Whether it is a small water leak or a full air conditioning replacement, we do it all, big or small. For professional service, call Picturox Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing at 520-492-0748 or make your appointment online at picturoxcooling.com.
Picturox Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing.
Looking for top-notch lumber and framing? Johnson Manley Lumber has been your trusted expert since 1970, specializing in both residential and commercial projects. Our experienced teams, cutting-edge technology, and reliable supply chain ensure your framing is on time and on budget every time. We're proud to be employee-owned and community-rooted in Tucson. Learn more at johnsonmanley.net. proud supporter of the University of Arizona radio broadcast. Go Wildcats.
A Window Depot coverage of the Wildcats rolls on. This is the Meridian Wealth Management Arizona Game Day postgame show on Wildcats Radio 1290. Now, back to your hosts, David Kelly, the captain, Kelvin Yvonne, and J.W. Madden.
What UCF does defensively here, looks like they're just going to give him the inbound. So Bradley will fire it in. Burries spots for a three out there, and it's good. Braden Burries buries Alexis of Tucson Charity three.
Yeah, definitely a misassignment there by the Knights. They let him get it too easily and then left him wide open.
Burries berries. He had 2 3-point shots in the game. 2 of 5 from 3, finished with 18 points. Arizona wins it 84-77. The Denver Broncos are lining up for a kick to win the AFC divisional playoff game against the Buffalo Bills. Looks about 23 yards. I don't know who their kicker is, but he makes it, and the Broncos win by a score of 33-30, and they are moving on to the AFC Championship game. Bo Nix, best, our guy, Josh Allen. So how about this? Remember we had that at the beginning of the season? We've been talking about our futures, the future bets we played. We had that one future that said, take the top 7 teams, bet one of the top 7 teams as listed on the books in Vegas to win the Super Bowl. Buffalo was the only one of those top 7 to start the season that was left, and now they are out. So you will not have one of the teams that was considered top 7 at the books to begin the season win the Super Bowl this year.
I mean, it's Kansas City's kind of an outlier because if I wanted to find the last 10, 15 years in the NFL, it's parity, right? Like every other year, a team will go from 5 wins to being a playoff contender. It's just the way that free agency and the way guys develop, it seems like. And young quarterbacks, man, like Bo Nix, it's hard. It's hard to pick, Kelvin. I mean, who's going to come out of college and lead a team and make those big plays down the stretch of a tight playoff run? But yeah, a lot of parity going on. That's the way that the Shield likes it. And the front office, the NFL wants as many franchises with the chance as possible.
So Bo Nix, who played at Oregon, is going to play in the AFC Championship game against the winner of the Houston Texans and the New England Patriots. That'll be the first of the 2 games tomorrow on Sunday in the divisional round. 520-848-1290, 520-848-1290. We will have the second game coming up tonight. That'll be the 49ers and the Seahawks. I don't know if they've pushed that start time on that game or not, but we'll get you out to it as soon as we can for sure. We do have, at least we have Tommy Lloyd. I don't know that any of the players were made available, but we do have Tommy Lloyd in Orlando. So let's head back down to Addition Financial Arena and hear from the head coach of your Arizona Wildcats after an 84-77 win over UCF.
Well, first off, credit goes to UCF, the university, and to Coach Dawkins. I mean, that was an amazing environment. It's a big time college basketball environment, and now UCF's building their program and establishing their traditions and their legacy. But that was up there with any of them. So a credit to you guys, and it was a joy to compete in that environment. So just thankful for the opportunity.
Coach, Themis Folks had 30 points tonight, a career high for him. What'd you evaluate from his performance tonight? What'd you look at the game?
Well, he's a heck of a player, and he's got good speed, and he's got good swag and good confidence, and we kind of had him pegged as a little bit more of a passer because he's had 12 assists each of the last 2 games, and and we knew he could score a little bit, and we told our guys he's also a double-figure scorer, but he hit some pretty tough shots, and so I think maybe in the second half we just got fortunate some of those shots rolled off, and I don't know, maybe get a little bit tired, but to him to drop a 30 piece on us, that says to me he's a heck of a player.
Coach Braden Berry's very excellent shooter. Talk about how he plays with so much experience as a freshman.
Yeah, I mean he's a basketball junkie from a basketball family, and some kids just have it. They have that poise and that presence, and he has it. I'll give Braden a lot of credit. I mean, there was obviously high expectations for how he was going to play this year for us, and he may have started out a little bit slow, but he's really hung with it, and he's just such a steady person that you knew that it would come through in the end. And I even told one of our assistants today, I had a sneaky suspicion that he was going to play pretty good today. So he did a great job, and hit a couple of timely shots in the second half. That three, kind of on that broken sideline inbounds play was huge, and kind of, I felt like kind of gave us enough cushion to kind of ride out the craziness of the last couple minutes.
In the first half, you went on a 17-2 run. What did you guys do to open the game up?
Well, I think our guys settled into the game a little bit, settled into the environment, and we attacked the paint. We were able to get some stops. They missed some shots, and kind of able to get some stuff out in transition, and and to settle in and kind of establish our post players. And you always have a healthy respect for your opponent, and so I don't take lightly being able to build an early lead, because I know there's ebbs and flows to the game, and just to be able to build a little bit of a cushion. I don't know. I think they tied it? I don't know if they ever did actually take the lead. I mean, maybe they did. But I felt really comfortable where we were at. You don't want to come to a tough environment like this and start off slow and be on the other end of that run, and you're playing uphill on the road. It's a tough job.
Just want to get some more thoughts on. We thought of the UCF team. You just talked about Coach Dawkins and the roster he assembled.
Listen, Coach Dawkins is a legend. Come on. I grew up watching this guy. He was just an unbelievable smooth lefty. One of the first great college guards that I remember. Watching, and he's just a classy guy. He's just a classy guy, and he's doing a great job with the program. And it's not easy for anybody right now. And, obviously with the turnover they've had on their roster, he did a great job, building a team that looks like it has cohesion. I know it has talent. I know it has experience. And, I'm just really impressed. And to me, it's early for all of us. So, there's I don't need to predict the future, but that certainly feels and looks like a good NCAA tournament team to me.
You mentioned
especially with the night that Cole had the other night, and just him getting in foul trouble and not being as much of a factor. What did you think about it?
I told our guys that, to be able to kind of, win on the road in an environment like this against a team that's 14-2. With Koa, had a couple, a tough foul call early. I thought, you hate to see one of your better players, get, a foul. The ref called it, so it's a foul. And then, kind of a random kind of hustle rebound foul, the second one. And then, we had a lead. So subbing wise, I was like, I was kind of managing, our lead, with his fouls, and, just felt like, it wasn't worth putting him back in the game while we had a lead, and felt like we were doing okay. Even though they made a little run back at us, we still could absorb that run a little bit and kind of save him in his fouls for the second half. And, it's just not going to be your day every day. And Koa is such a high character guy. He understands this is a team game, and he's going to be great one day, and he may not be his day the next, but he'll bounce back for sure. But credit to our team to absorb that. Delhi missed some wide open shots that he hits, and he played actually a really good floor game. He just didn't make any of his shots, and that's how it goes sometimes. But I felt really good with his minutes out there as well, and so to us to absorb those two guys, not having their normal production on the road, says some good stuff about our team.
Yeah, I was wondering, particularly inside, absorbing, like you said, is that kind of maybe an example of the way Tobe and Mo were able to play?
Yeah, and for sure. Bruce, you watch us more than anybody. You know how we play, and we have big guys, and we're not afraid to play to that. And I feel really comfortable, rotating those three bigs in there, and they just probably had to play a little bit longer stretches in the first half than normally we're accustomed to, and maybe they wore down a little bit, but just on the road, it takes what it takes. You don't get to script these games. I don't get a I don't get a instruction manual on how to coach them. You just got to kind of feel the game as it plays out, and make adjustments where you need to make adjustments, and trust your gut. Where in moments you have to.
Kind of building on that. Then you mentioned Braden's poise, but to have the whole team kind of step up and fill in when such a big piece is not available in the first half. How much of a comfort is that for you to trust all these guys? And how
it's
much
really
of that
comfortable. It's really comfortable. Our young guys have an experience beyond their years feel. Even Yvonne, he had some, turnovers today that are probably a little bit regretful, that he'll learn from, whether they were fouls or not fouls, I don't know. But at the end of the day, you got to be stronger with the ball on the road, especially, but anywhere. But, it's a group that has a winning DNA. It has winning DNA in it, and that's something you don't take for granted. I'm not going to sit here and take all the credit for it. that has winning DNA, and we try to do our best job building a good, strong culture, and that gives us a kind of a foundation to be consistent, and that's what I'm looking for.
Postgame, as strong as it is that something use the different dynamics of those players against whoever their opponent is going to be?
Well, for sure. I mean, we always feel like most days we're going to have an advantage, playing through our bigs inside, and we're always going to test it. I mean, it's part of our, part of our DNA and part of our formula and how we play. And I love big guys, and I always will. And the more the merrier. I'd play 3 or 4 of them at a time if I could. Just you need a few guys to dribble and move the ball. But I love having those big fellas out there.
What really worked with those big men tonight there? You had Krivas getting there with 12 rebounds, but Bradley went and got to the free throw line almost as many times as UCF's entire team did.
Yeah, Bradley, some of those are at the end. Bradley's he's world class, game finisher, for us, and get the ball, you want to get the ball to him at the end of the game in those situations so he can get fouled because you trust him at the free throw line. And you trust his decision making when the ball's in his hands. So, but yeah, getting to the free throw line's a lot of things. It could be how strong you drive. Or do you get knocked off your line, or are you able to hold your line? And if you hold your line, obviously it looks, refs will respect that and call fouls on it. So, it's not just the inside game. There's a lot of things that go into the foul pressure. And being a team that goes to the offensive glass, you can get a lot of fouls. Getting blocked out. When teams aren't used to maybe blocking out as often. So there's lots of ways to do it, and yeah, for sure, we love free throws. I mean, they're my favorite shots in the game. Layups too. I like layups too.
Thanks, Coach. Thanks, guys.
All right, that's the head coach of your Arizona Wildcats, Tommy Lloyd, after a 84-77 win over the UCF Knights. Arizona staying unbeaten, will remain the undisputed number 1 team in the country come Monday. 520-848-1290 is the number for you to get in on the program. You can call us at that number. You can text us at that number. Much more coming up straight ahead as we continue to break down this one. You're listening to Wildcats Radio 1290.
The holidays are over, and right now is the best time to start your home renovation project. At the Window Depot, you get factory direct prices, no installers, no middleman, and serious savings. Windows, doors, cabinets, countertops, all in stock and ready to take home today. Perfect for DIYers and contractors who want to save thousands and get materials fast. New year, new projects at the lowest prices. Shop online at thewindowdepot.com or visit a location near you.
Hey, Eugene, what's with the giant pile of scratcher tickets?
With these scratchers, I'll win enough dough to enroll in the UberTube car repair classes and finally know how to fix your car right.
Well, then keep on scratching, Eugene.
Good luck on that, guys. But if you need a sure thing, check out Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care. No appointment necessary, call ahead's welcome, or just stop by any of the 14 area locations.
And check out our full page of promotions and discounts at jackfurriers.com.
Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care since 1960, here to get you there.
Up your game in a new Buick or GMC from Royal Buick GMC. At Royal, we always deliver a quality vehicle at a great price. Score a great deal with our no-pressure, non-commissioned sales staff and our transparent online pricing. Plus, Royal offers a 72-hour buyback guarantee. Score big at Royal Buick GMC, the dealership that's different. See dealer for details. Royal Buick GMC in the Tucson Auto Mall or royaltucson.com.
At Goldberg and Osborne, we know Arizona. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we've fought and won cases for the injured since 1989. Throughout our history, we've approached every case with a single focus: you. And we've got thousands of 5-star reviews to prove it. Put us to work for you by calling 1-800-THE-EAGLE today.
It's your time to shine. This is Desert Diamond Casino, the spot with Arizona's only hometown sportsbook, the hottest slots and tables, and off-the-charts energy you won't find anywhere else. Here, there's always a fun-filled, action-packed, downright unforgettable night right around the corner. So let your hair down, turn the sparkle all the way up. It's time to live the diamond life. Desert Diamond Casino.
An enterprise of the Tohono O'odham Nation.
Coach, Tommy Lloyd here. Right Way has important news.
Thinking about replacing your heating and air system? It's free furnace season at Right Way.
These are some of the slowest months of the year. We have equipment in stock and our crews are available.
And we're including an 80% furnace absolutely free with the purchase of an air conditioning system.
And if that's not enough, we're offering up to 60 months no interest financing, manufacturer and energy efficiency rebates, and 10-year parts and labor warranty.
Call or text 520-200-2422 today or visit rightwayac.com.
If it's worth doing, do it the right way.
Essential Pest Control leaves bugs belly up with science.
You mean they don't use yesterday's newspaper?
No, they use the latest in technology and innovation to eliminate bugs, bees, termites, weeds, and more.
So no as seen on TV salt guns?
Nope, only solutions that target insect biology, using chemistry to help protect the environment, people, and their pets.
You are so smart.
Essential Pest Control leaves bugs belly up. Call 886-3029 or visit essentialpest.com.
Back your hometown favorite. Get your very own exclusive University of Arizona debit card from Hughes Federal Credit Union. Pair your new card with a free checking account that earns dividends with no monthly fees, no minimum balance, and convenient 24/7 online and mobile banking. Visit one of our 7 convenient branch locations to get your card instantly or open an account online at hughesfcu.org/wildcats. Show your Wildcat spirit all year long with Hughes Federal Credit Union. Certain restrictions apply. Insured by NCUA.
Experiencing the natural wonders comes easy at Rockin' K. Nestled at the base of the Rincon Mountain foothills, enjoy stunning mountain views up close every day. Visit Lennar's 2 communities in Rockin' K, with home savings up to $25,000 and limited time interest rate and closing cost incentives on select move-in ready homes. LiveRockingK.com. Designed by nature. Proud U of A radio broadcast sponsor.
You know it, your neighbors know it, and let's face it, the mailman knows it too. Your yard just isn't what it used to be, but thankfully, Dorado Rock Materials can get you, well, your yard anyway, back to what it once was, and even better. Dorado Rock Materials has just what your yard needs, from decorative rock to boulders and everything in between, brought right to you. And if you need help spreading it, we can help with that too. Dorado Rock Materials, the right service, the right product, the right price.
The holidays are here, and so are the Red Tag savings on new Chevrolets at O'Reilly Chevrolet. We've got Red Tag inventory and pricing on the latest Silverado, Equinox, and Traverse models, and yes, we have inventory. Get Red Tag O'Reilly pricing on brand new Chevys and unwrap great holiday deals and unbeatable pricing all season long. Find us on Broadway next to Park Place Mall. Call 747-8000 or shop 24/7 at O'Reilly.com. O'Reilly Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Hey, man. Yeah, it's me, your furnace, man. Hey, can I get a light here, man? I know we live in Arizona, so I understand I'm not, like as cool as your air conditioner. But I still need a tune-up at least once a year, man. So get the best in town, man. Goodfellas AC, bro. Hey, anybody smell that, man? I swear it wasn't me. Okay, it was me.
Good service, good prices, Goodfellas. GoodfellasAC.com.
A Window Depot coverage of the Wildcats rolls on. This is the Meridian Wealth Management Arizona Game Day postgame show on Wildcats Radio 1290. Now, back to your hosts, David Kelly, the captain Kelvin Yvonne, and J.W. Madden.
Up and under, missed the shot, no good. The rebound stolen over by Krivas. Ahead it goes to Bradley. Jaden on the run. Jaden down the lane. Jaden lay it up and good.
Yeah, big time play there by Jaden Bradley. Coast to coast there with the acrobatic finish.
Jaden Bradley taking over in the second half. 2 consecutive Saturdays he's done that. 84-77, Wildcats beat UCF, coming home for a homestand. 2 games in a row. Next Wednesday, or this coming Wednesday against Cincinnati, a week from today, Saturday. That'll be a noon tip at McHale Center against West Virginia. So we'll be on there early next Saturday, and then we turn right back around, and it's Big Monday on the road at BYU for the first meeting of the year. That's going to be a real doozy in Provo coming up in a little over a week. Last few chances for you to get in on the show, 852 or 848-1290, 520-848-1290. Let's find out what we thought the Wildcats needed to do to win this game today.
how did our keys to the game go for your Wildcats? Our keys to the game are brought to you by Royal Automotive Group. Royal Automotive Group, the dealership that is different.
All right. Kelvin went first yes,
today.
He did. Kelvin.
My keys to the games are, I think you have to really lock up on the defensive end of the court. They have 4 guys that score in double figures, so they're a lot like us. They have different guys that can beat you, so you have to really lock in on that defensive end of the court and make sure you're in the right positions, not giving up any easy buckets, force these guys to work for everything that they get. On the road, long travel, you would like to get a fast start, just so they'll know right from the beginning that you're taking this game serious and you're not looking past them. So I would love to get a fast start, being able to score early in the game. And then also, I think you have to protect the basketball. They're not a great team that steals the ball a lot, or they don't block a lot of shots. You don't want to end up turning the ball over, giving these guys chances to get easy buckets, force them to score over your defense.
Well, when they went through that 5-minute drought in the first half, the Wildcats, that's when they built the lead. They were down 2, and they went up 15. So they outscored them by 17 during that sector of the game. But it was weird. Like I said earlier, I felt like they should have been up more than that, because by the end of the half, they were only up by 3 as UCF got hot. But, they stopped Jermichael Stillwell, which I thought was important. He was only 2 for 7, and then they really kind of frustrated Riley Kugel in this game. He took 18 shots to get 12 points.
Yeah, no, I thought they did a good job defensively, as you said. Both of their leading scorers took a bunch of shots to get there. And then I also felt like defensively, the total team defense, yes, 7-point game, but held them below what their normal average is for the season.
Yeah, 40 from the field, 30 from 3. I mean, you'll live with that.
I believe I went second.
You did.
Yes. But I think this is a game where Arizona, when we've seen them start fast, which has been good in conference play, and I think you're going to want to start fast today, because I think they're going to want to slow this game down as much as they can. I think a game that's not in the 80s is probably going to be better for Central Florida, UCF. So if they can keep this, if they can control the clock, so the Wildcats, I'd like to see them try to get out and get going in transition early, try to get some easy baskets, because if you allow them to control the pace, that could be problematic in this ball game. I think Johnny talked at the media day, at his media day earlier in the year, about how they really, like a lot of teams, they've built this team. He's tried to build his team to have more of an inside presence, to be a more dominant physical team, to try to match up with some of these teams. So they're going to want to battle on the inside. They're going to want to win the inside in order for them to have a shot. And so I think the Wildcats are going to have to guard against that in this contest today. You're going to have to continue to be that dominant inside team with Koa Pete, with Toby Awaka, with Moteus Krivas, and let them know early that the paint belongs to Arizona. It's belonged to Arizona all season, and today is not going to be any different. It's going to continue to belong to Arizona. And then, obviously, again, a new road environment. You're going to have to manage that. It's a place you've never been, but you've been to better. I think you've probably been to better road environments than what you're going to see today. So just keep your cool. If Arizona keeps their cool, which this seems to be a cool team that we've seen so far this year, they'll be able to fight through this raucous crowd at Addition Financial Arena today. No technicals, which was good. No reacting to the flopping, which was even better. I thought that the Wildcats, in terms of the defense in this game, I thought that I was surprised that Central Florida shot the ball. I thought they were going to be more methodical, and I was surprised that they took a lot of quick shots. Especially in the first half, it just seemed like they were coming down and taking shots with still 20 seconds left on the shot clock, and I don't know if that really fit what they wanted to do. And again, fortunately, they got into some of those cold streaks. But yeah, I thought they would try to take more time and really force the Wildcats into a half court type of game. But the score was down. I think obviously it was the under. But I just thought they'd be a little bit more methodical than they ended up being.
One of the ways you can try to beat a team that's bigger, stronger, and more skilled than you are is to get more shots up than they do. And I don't know if you saw the final totals, but
70 to
UCF took
55.
70 and Arizona 55,
Right.
15 more field goals, and that has to do with their offensive rebounds as well. But yeah, I agree. I think the pace was a little bit sped up for Johnny Dawkins' crew just because they were trying to get more shots at the rim and ended up shooting 40%. If that's 43%, Kelvin, it might be a different finish for the ball game.
And how about the fact that the rebounding was +1?
Yeah, you only had like a
36.
7 rebounding advantage, like 10 minutes left in the game, I
Right.
noticed, and ended up just winning by 1. Another interesting thing is we're used to seeing at least 40 paint points, right? You got to credit the Knights for holding Arizona's efficiency down, and they're only 36 points today in the paint for Arizona.
They did get 21 fast break points, though, which was a little bit higher than normal as well. Kelvin's keys, or J-Dub's keys.
For me, looking at their roster and their minutes distribution, they run 10 deep, 8, 9, 10 deep. They are going to have fresh legs as a result. Guys playing under 30 with the 8-man rotation. The key for me on the road, new environment, is keeping the turnovers down. Games like this, it can get away a little bit if you get sloppy with the ball, especially with 4 freshmen in the rotation. So I would love to see them under 12. Ideally, 12 or under would be ideal for a game like this on the road versus the Knights. They're a good rebounding team, and they're going to try to press Arizona on the boards. I want the U of A to show UCF how Arizona is a great rebounding team, and I want them to win by at least 10. I think if they win the boards by 10 in this game, then UCF doesn't have a chance. And I'd like to see efficient offense. Again, going back to the turnovers, same kind of idea, same line of thought. 50% field goals, 35 to 40% from 3. And as always, obviously, like you said, DK, they're a paint-first team. They're going to play inside out. If we see Arizona score 40, 45, even 50 points in the paint, it's going to be a Wildcat victory tonight versus the UCF Knights.
12 turnovers on the dot.
Yeah, the only thing was the three-point percentage was a little lower than we've seen recently. 3 for 13 today. Delhi a little bit dry still after being so gangbusters early in the year. I'm not worried about it. That'll come back around. But I think shooting 53% from the field in this game is the one. We haven't really talked about how efficient offensively overall they were. But yeah, 53% from the field by Arizona is the biggest reason probably why they ended up winning this game. Because UCF did a good enough job in the paint. Like I said, 36 points in the paint. Not quite the 40-plus we're used to, but hey, at the end of the day, it's whatever it takes to get the win.
I want to add on to that, and there was something Kelvin and I were talking about in the break. The Wildcats in the last 2 games are 7 of 24 from 3. They were 4 of 11 in the game against ASU. They were 3 for 13 today. That's 29%. Is the fact that, call it what you want, not shooting the 3 ball well, struggling from 3, is that a large reason why these 2 games have been close?
No, I think it's a factor of, well, number one, ASU just made a bunch of shots. I think ASU kept that game close because of their offense, less so than their defense on the 3-point line. This game was close because UCF made a little bit of a run there. After Arizona got that 12-point lead, and it looked like they might stretch it out to 15 and finish on a run and win by 20, UCF was game, and they weren't going to go away. So it's really like, I don't think of it as a 40-minute game. I think of it as a whole bunch of 5-minute stretches, Kelvin, right? Like there's those little chunks of the game. We heard about, 12-0 run by Arizona in that first half, something like that. But that didn't put the game away, obviously, because they finished. To me, DK, there are teams like the New York Knicks, coached by Rick Pitino, who, if they don't make 20 of the 63 pointers they shoot, they're going to lose. But obviously, this Arizona team is not reliant on making 3-pointers. It's more just to keep the defense honest. So the percentages aren't in a vacuum. 23% is okay if you take 13, Kelvin. Right. If you're taking 25 or 33s in a game and you're shooting 25% or under, that's a big problem.
And I'll say this, I think the game would have been even a bigger margin. We missed 10 free throws. Yeah. And they were spread out 6 by Walker. He's been doing a great job. But if we make 6 of those free throws, which we could have easily made, and Delhi makes 1 3, and Pete make a couple more baskets, which we guarantee, you're right back to a 20-point victory right there. So, Pete only shot 4 shots today, foul trouble. just wasn't his day. His teammates had it going, and he didn't try to force it. He still played 20 minutes, and he didn't try to get out of it. He didn't say, oh, I'm going to make sure I get my average, because that's what a lot of guys would do. They would take 30 shots just to get their 15-point average.
You're a star freshman, and you get, 6 minutes in the first half with 2 shots. First time you get in the second, you're going to try to get up as many shots as possible. We don't see that from this team.
Exactly.
Well, that's what we thought the Wildcats needed to do to win today.
Those were today's keys to the game. They're brought to you by Royal Automotive Group. Royal Automotive Group, the dealership that is different.
Kelvin, final thoughts on an 84-77 victory over UCF.
Yeah, I thought it was a great game. UCF was game. They came to fight. They came to battle. They had grown men. They executed their game plan to make it tough for us to score on the inside. And the guys just still figured out a way. They, really was making it tough on Core Pete, as I just said, and he didn't try to overdo it. He didn't try to take 20 shots. He didn't try to make sure that he got his average and risk us losing the game. So, when I just look at Del Orso 0 for 6, I just look at it and I'm saying, man, this team 3 for 13 at the 3 and still not worried about them being able to shoot. So I just being able to make 3 or needing 3s to win the game. So just fun watching this brand of basketball. It remind me of back in the day, where everybody got in the paint, everybody tried to get to the mid-range jumper, just real fun basketball instead of just lunching up a bunch of 3s.
Bro, anybody born in the last 15 years doesn't even know that there was a time when a dude never shot 10 threes. I think Larry Bird, who was one of the best years I ever saw, I think his high was 8, the most he ever took. Steph's taking 15 a game now, so it's just a completely different game. So good to see this Arizona team go kind of back to that easiest 2-point shots wins, like Kelvin always says.
And I say, I was in high school. I probably made 5 threes my senior year.
Wow.
5. Didn't even take them. I mean, you couldn't stop me from getting to my pull-up jumper or dunking at the rim. So why would I take a 3 when you can't guard me? So that was kind of my mind state at the time. But yeah, it's a different game now. It's just stand back and anybody could play if they can lunch and have a decent percentage.
And for the record, the reason for that is spacing, because the defense got so clogged for the longest time. Everybody taking a bunch of 3s keeps driving lanes open. So it's a balance there. But this Arizona team does not need to make a bunch of 3s to win.
All right, Kelvin, we will see you on Wednesday for U of A and Cincinnati.
Sure, but I go.
All right, that is the captain, Kelvin Ifan. 1 break left to take. We'll come back, give you a scoreboard, wrap it up, and get you out to football. 10-0 Seahawks with 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Meridian Wealth Management, Arizona Game Day wraps up after this final timeout on Wildcats Radio 1290.
There's never a good time for plumbing issues.
No.
Honey, my parents are here.
Oh, man.
Don't worry. With Drain Masters in Tucson, not only do you get local, professional, full-service plumbing with 24/7 scheduled or emergency service, you get a lifetime transferable warranty on all house water repiping. So this...
They brought my aunts and uncles, too!
...is gonna be fine. Drain Masters, we do it all. And now offering financing. Solid service, fair price, guaranteed. DrainMastersTucson.com.
We are the rush, the pulse, the thrill you didn't see coming. Welcome to Club Soul at Casino del Sol, where Tucson's best just got better. Join Club Soul today and get $20 free play. That's right, your first play is on us. Play, earn, and unlock exclusive rewards that take your experience to the next level. More thrills, more perks, more of what makes Casino del Sol unforgettable. We are Club Soul, only at Casino del Sol and Casino of the Sun. Enterprise of the Bosco Yaqui Tribe.
Hey, Eugene, what's with the giant pile of scratcher tickets?
With these scratchers, I'll win enough dough to enroll in the UberTube car repair classes and finally know how to fix your car right.
Well, then keep on scratching, Eugene.
Good luck on that, guys. But if you need a sure thing, check out Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care. No appointment necessary, call ahead's welcome, or just stop by any of the 14 area locations.
And check out our full page of promotions and discounts at jackfurriers.com.
Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care since 1960, here to get you there.
Do you often worry you left your garage door open? With the LiftMaster Garage Door Opener powered by MyQ, you'll never worry again. You can control, secure, and monitor your garage from your smartphone anytime from anywhere through the MyQ app. As an authorized LiftMaster dealer, we have smart openers designed for your needs, including belt drive motors for ultra-quiet operation, integrated camera for live video streaming, and battery backup that lets you in when the power is out. The team at Kaiser Garage Doors and Gates are your locally owned LiftMaster professionals. Visit KaiserGarage.com to learn more.
At Goldberg and Osborne, we know Arizona. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we've fought and won cases for the injured since 1989. Throughout our history, we've approached every case with a single focus: you. And we've got thousands of 5-star reviews to prove it. Put us to work for you by calling 1-800-THE-EAGLE today.
Did you know collecting sports cards is one of the fastest growing hobbies around? Whether you're looking to start or expand your collection, Showtime Cards is your ultimate destination. As one of the leading card shops in the country, they've been serving our community for over 25 years with the best in sports cards and trading card games. From rare finds to the latest releases, Showtime Cards has it all. Check them out at ShowtimeCards.com or visit them today at 5801 East Speedway. And discover why collectors everywhere trust Showtime Cards for their passion.
Everyone loves to get together for food, fun, and sports. But what's the best spot? I'm Josh Bishop, owner of Fork and Fire, Catalina, and Oro Valley. My brother, best friend, and I have been cooking for one another and for our neighbors for years, and we get to live our passion every day at Fork and Fire. At our Catalina Grill, you'll love the elevated bar fare and barbecue, served in our relaxed and fun neighborhood grill. Fork and Fire Catalina, where great food meets good times and a strong community. Bring everyone on down to Fork and Fire in Catalina and Oro Valley.
Discover your perfect vehicle at Cactus Auto, Tucson's trusted destination for certified pre-owned cars for over 30 years. They offer a wide range of certified pre-owned vehicles featuring the brands and models you love. Their finance experts are here to provide you with top dollar trade-in offers and help you find the best financing options, regardless of your credit history. With approved credit, enjoy no payments for up to 90 days. Trust Cactus Auto for quality, affordable pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, all backed by incredible savings and a 7-day exchange guarantee. Visit cactusauto.com.
My heat and air were in a state of disrepair.
As the new year begins, Picturox Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing would like to thank you for allowing us to serve Tucson and the surrounding communities for the past 25 years. Whether it is a small water leak or a full air conditioning replacement, we do it all, big or small. For professional service, call Picturox Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing at 520-492-0748 or make your appointment online at picturoxcooling.com.
Picturox Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing.
A Window Depot coverage of the Wildcats rolls on. This is the Meridian Wealth Management Arizona Game Day postgame show on Wildcats Radio 1290. Now, back to your hosts, David Kelly, the captain, Kelvin Yvonne, and J.W. Madden.
Inbounds will go to Burries, and they won't foul him, and that's going to be it. Cats come to Orlando. Happy ending, another intense game. Arizona 84, UCF 77. Cats are 18-0 coming home.
Wildcats win it 84-77 over UCF. They fall to 3-2 in conference play. Wildcats are 5-0. A lot of other games happening around the conference. Let's let you know what happened.
Let's take a look at what's happening today around the rest of the country. The Wildcats Radio 1290 Game Day Scoreboard is brought to you by Goldberg and Osborne. Goldberg and Osborne, Arizona's leading injury law firm.
West Virginia will be in on the next homestand. They beat Colorado 72-61 at home, so they're 3-2 in conference. Buffs 2-3. The next team up is Cincinnati. They upset number 2 Iowa State, so a losing week for Iowa State as they fall at Kansas and at Cincinnati.
Good luck, UCF, because they get Iowa State next.
Yeah.
Coming off 2 losses.
79-70 was the final today in Cincinnati. Baba Miller had 8 points and 12 rebounds. Baba, that's his name. Utah over TCU 82-79. Both those teams are 1-4 in conference play. In progress right now with about 4 minutes to go in the first is the game of the day in conference. 11th ranked BYU leading on the road at number 15 Texas Tech, 26-23. Later on CBS Sports Network, it'll be Kansas State at Oklahoma State. Games in the top 25 today. These are all your finals. Michigan State wins at Washington 80-63. It was Butler over Seton Hall 77-66. 24th ranked Tennessee falls at home to Kentucky, and apparently, J-Dub, there was a little bit of a skirmish after that game.
Yeah, so I think Tennessee was up, and then Kentucky came back. They were up by 2, and a Tennessee volunteer missed a free throw intentionally. They got the rebound, but he was underneath the basket and couldn't quite get it up as time expired. After that, there was some shoving, and one of the coaches from Kentucky I've never seen a coach run that fast, DK. Sprinted over to, who's that, Stan Van Gundy?
Yeah.
Try to pull guys off each other. So luckily, I don't think there was any actual punches thrown, but it looked like it was on the verge of being a bit of a fight.
Up in Phoenix, Grand Canyon upsets number 23 Utah State 84-74. Brian Moore Jr. had 20 points for the Antelopes. Number 22 Clemson over Miami 69-59. They've got bigger fish to fly in Hurricane Land. Their football team will play for a national championship on Monday night against Indiana. 18th ranked Alabama wins on the road at Oklahoma 83-81. The Tide are 3-2 in conference play. 16th ranked Virginia knocks off SMU 72-68. Number 13 Illinois over Minnesota 77-66. Vanderbilt, after winning 16 straight, has now lost 2 games in a row as they fall at home to Florida. Number 19 Florida 98-94. So the Gators are 4-1. Vanderbilt now 3-2 in the SEC. Number 8, Nebraska stays unbeaten. They knock off Northwestern 77-58. The Purple Cats have not won a game yet in Big Ten
Extending the
play.
best start in Cornhusker history.
Absolutely. 18-0. Third-ranked UConn beat Georgetown 64-62. KJ Lewis had a late chance to tie that game with a three-pointer, but came up way short on the shot. Number 21, Georgia over number 17, Arkansas, 90-76. Both those teams are 3-2 in conference play. How about this one? In the ACC at Haas Pavilion, California upsets number 14, North Carolina, 84-78. Justin Pippen, 19 points for the Golden Bears.
Yeah, the Tar Heels have been struggling. They also lost to Stanford as well, but they also barely squeaked by Wake Forest after losing to SMU. So 3 out of the last 4 games, Henry Vasar is playing great. But from what I understand from Tar Heels fans, DK, is that they're a bit of a 2-piece offense and need a little bit more. They need to spread it out a little bit more, and teams are figuring that out.
On the other side of the bay, number 6 Duke blows out Stanford 80-50. Cameron Boozer had 30 points and 14 rebounds.
So
in
weird.
That game.
Like Duke's always been the Stanford of the East Coast. So it's like having those 2 teams in the same conference still doesn't make any sense.
Southern California led but could not hold on and lose at home to number 5 Purdue 69-64. It was Oscar Clough with 19 points and 6 rebounds there. Oregon loses at home to Michigan, number 4 Michigan, 81-71. The Ducks are just 1-6 in the Big Ten so far this year. Games in progress. We mentioned BYU, Texas Tech, Louisville all over Pittsburgh right now, 51-20 and late in the first half. And tonight it'll be number 9 Gonzaga over Seattle. Let me check real quick here and see if Pima, I think they played today I think they were on the road actually. The men win again. The Pima Aztec men win over Phoenix College 120-70. A 50-point win for the Aztecs over the Bears. Aztecs are now 19-0 on the season.
Let me guess. 13 players played, and they all scored 10 or more points.
We
talking about like the minutes distribution on Pima this year is crazy.
Yeah.
Like nobody over 20.
That game just ended, so we don't have any of the scoring totals yet. But the women also won. They survived in overtime to beat Phoenix by a score of 74-65. So they are 14-4, 6-2 in the ACC AC.
17-0.
There you go.
And Seahawks got the ball.
All right. Did the first quarter just end?
It's about to end. It's about a minute and a half left.
All right. Well, let's get out of here so we don't miss our next break in this game.
The Wildcats Radio 1290 Game Day Scoreboard is brought to you by Goldberg and Osborne. Goldberg and Osborne, Arizona's leading injury law firm.
W-I-L-D Cats. W-I-L-D Wildcats. W-I-L-D Cats. Wild about the Cats. First they all
right, so we will be with you next on, Tuesday for DK on the Sports Tip. Basketball-wise, Wednesday night for Arizona and Cincinnati. That is a 7 o'clock tip at McHale Center. Well, it's on FS1, so chances are it'll be 7:15, as we found the last 2 weeks. They like to slide their games, so you'll probably have plenty of time to get there on Wednesday.
Just hope
night.
UCLA's not playing before because they play slow.
Oh, they do. They do. Regardless of whenever that tip time actually is, we will be on the air at 3:30 Wednesday with Meridian Wealth Management Arizona Game Day, so join us for that. And remember, no DK on the Sports Tip on Monday for the MLK holiday. Live the dream and get out and celebrate my frat brother, the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Get out to McHale Center and check out the MLK Classic. A bunch of great games going on all day, starting at 8:30 in the morning with the junior high game going pretty much all the way till 10 o'clock at night. There'll be some exciting action happening out at McHale Center again this year. Thanks to Dusty Dale over on the FM side, KHIT 107.5. Thanks to David Dragon Ball Amata here on the AM side, Wildcats Radio 1290. For Calvin Ifan and JW Mad, my name is David Kelly, giving you a final score one more time in front of a sold-out house of 10,000 at the Edition Financial Arena in Orlando, Florida. It was your number one ranked Arizona Wildcats 84, the UCF Knights 77. Enjoy the rest of your long weekend. Bear down, Arizona.
W-I-L-D Cats. W-I-L-D Wildcats. W-I-L-D Cats. Wild about the Cats.
KCUB Tucson, a Cumulus media station. Wildcats Radio 1290 studios are brought to you by ICCU at ICCU.com.
To the 49 of Seattle. He's 4 yards short of a first down. Devin Witherspoon with the ankle tackle at the 49. When I was talking with DeMarcus Lawrence earlier in the season, he said it's the best defense I've ever played on in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that's been around for a long time, 12th year in the National Football League. And the defense here is urging the crowd to get behind them at the end of the quarter.
That is the end of the first quarter. I don't think they have to urge this crowd on much. 17 first quarter points has already lit a fire with these folks in Seattle. 17-0 Seahawks after one. You're listening to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
Welcome to NFL Flag.
Are you ready? Yeah! Are you ready? Yeah!
No matter who you are, lace up your cleats, smear on your eye black, step out on the field and chase something. Chase a goal.
Let's get it!
Chase the big time.
Get that, ladies!
Chase rings. Chase gold medals. Chase all of it. It's all up for grabs now. NFL Flag. Chase something. Visit NFLflag.com to find a league and start the chase today.
Listen up, guys. It's Drake May here to help get your finances into shape. You want to feel confident about your money? You need Betterment. Their automated tools help you grow your wealth and save on taxes. You don't even have to call an audible. They handle it for you. Take it from me. When you know your money is doing what it should be, you become full of that "we got this" energy. That's the Betterment effect in action. So get up, sign up, and start investing like a pro. Get started today at Betterment.com.
Investing involves risk. Performance not guaranteed. Paid client ad. Views may not be represented. See App Store and Google Play Store reviews. Learn more at Betterment.com/pursuebetter/partners.
You can stream the NFL on Westwood One for free, sponsored by LinkedIn Ads. With LinkedIn Ads, every ad gets served to the MVPs you need. Get a $250 credit when you spend $250 on your first campaign. Go to linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply. And fans, a reminder, you can listen on WestwoodOneSports.com or by downloading the Westwood One Sports app today. We start this second quarter. Derek Rackley, Jody Jackson with us on the sidelines. I'm Kevin Kugler. We start this second quarter, 17-0 Seattle, and a 3rd down and 4 coming up for San Francisco at the 49 of the Seahawks, now moving from our left to our right as we see it here in Seattle.
Yeah, it's just so important that they find a way to pick up this first down to get a little bit. I mean, just a little bit of momentum here in this first half. This might be the last team and the last defense in the NFL that you want to spot 17 points to, especially in an elimination playoff game.
Third down and